Hi guys, welcome back to the next episode of Director's Chat. Today we're looking at The Social World of Spike Lee, so let's get into it. Welcome back to the next episode of Director's Chat, where we talk about directors. Today we're talking about Spike Lee. Now before I do it, don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell. Let's get into it. Now Spike Lee is an American film director, producer, writer, and actor known for films that dealt with controversial social and political issues. So I'm going to go through all his movies. And yes, let's start. It all started in 1983, where he did Joe Bed's Stew, Barbershop, We Cut Hairs. Now this was Spike Lee's first movie. This was a student film he made. It's only an hour long. I don't know who's in the movie. It's only Monty Ross. He's the only one that's in there. But yeah, I haven't seen this movie. So yeah. Then in 1986, we had She's Gotta Have It. Now this was this is Lee's first feature-length film, and this was a black and white comedy drama. This starred Tracy Camilla Jones, Tommy Redmond Hicks, John Kander, Terrell Spike Lee, and Ray Dole. Made $7.1 million on $175,000 budget. This one was a really good movie. I really enjoy it. Lee also adapted the film into a Netflix series, which it starred The Wonder Wise and Anthony Ramos. It went on for 2 seasons and 19 episodes. You can watch it. I have seen it on Netflix. I haven't seen the original, but no, actually, I have seen this movie. I've seen the Netflix one as well. So yeah, She's Gonna Have It. Then 1989, we had Do the Right Thing. No, wait. No. Next was no, wait. Hold on. Next was School Days. School Days was his next one. Not Do the Right Thing. So School Days. This came in 1988. This was a musical comedy film, and starred Lawrence Fishburne, Giancarlo Esposito, Tisha Campbell, Kimi, Joe um, Joe Senseca, Art Evans, Ellen Holly, and Ozzy Davis. It made $40 million on $6.5 million budget. This one is a really good movie by Spike Lee. I actually enjoyed this one. So School Days. Then 1989, we had Do the Right Thing. Now this was a comedy drama film. This starred um, Danny Aiello, Ozzy Davis, Ruby Lee, Richard Edson, Giancarlo Esposito, Spike Lee, Bill Nunn, John Turturro, and John Savage. And this one made $37.3 million, $6 million budget. I actually like this movie. So I think this might be my favorite. I think this is probably my favorite Spike Lee movie. I really enjoy this movie. Rosie Perez is also in this movie, and yes, so let's Do the Right Thing. Then 1990, we had Mo Better Blues. This was a musical comedy drama. It starred Denzel Washington, Spike Lee, Wesley Snipes, Giancarlo Esposito, Robin Harris, Joy Lee, Bill Nunn, John Turturro, Dick Anthony Williams, and Cindy Williams. It made $60 million, $10 million budget. Um, um, yeah, so yeah, this film was released 5 months after the death of Robin Harris and is dedicated to his memory, being his final acting role. And this one was actually a good movie. I actually enjoyed it. It has no bad blues. Um, then Then in 1991, we had Jungle Fever. This was a romantic drama film. It starred Wesley Snipes, Annabelle Sciorra, Spike Lee, Ozzy Davis, Ruby Lee, Samuel Jackson, Lornetta McKee, John Turturro, Frank Vincent, Anthony Quinn. It made $43.9 million, $40 million budget. And this one was a really good movie. Great movie by Spike Lee. So it's Jungle Fever. Then 1992, we have Malcolm X. Now this was an epic biographical drama film about the African American activist Malcolm X. This starred Denzel Washington, Angela Bassett, Albert Hall, Al Freeman Jr., um, Delroy Lindo, and Spike Lee, and yeah, it made 73 million or 35 million dollar budget. I think this is probably my favorite Spike Lee movie. Like, this is the most recognizable one. Everyone knows this movie. When people think of Spike Lee, they automatically think of this movie. Um, and yeah, it was a good movie. It was about Malcolm X. You probably know Malcolm X. He got assassinated. He was an activist, and yeah, the Denzel Washington was perfect as Malcolm X. It was just such a good movie. So that's Malcolm X. Then in 1993, 1994, we had Crooklyn. It was a semi-autobiographical film. This starred Alfre Woodard, Delroy Lindo, Spike Lee, and Zelda Harris. It made it made around it made 13 million off $4 million budget. Um, yeah, Crooklyn is the second of only two films directed by Spike Lee to earn a PG-13 US, along with Malcolm X. This one's a really good movie. So that's Crooklyn. 1995, we had Clockers. Now, this was a crime drama film, and this stars Harvey Keitel, John Turturro, Delroy Lindo, Michael Pfeiffer, Isaiah Washington, Keith David, and Pee Wee Love. It made $30 million, $25 million budget, which it was a box office bomb, but it received positive reviews. Scorsese actually produced this movie, and he co-produced it alongside Lee. It received positive reviews, which I actually like this movie. This is based on the 1992 novel, the same name, by Richard Price. So those Clockers. Moving on, in 1996, we had Girl 6. Now, this was a black comedy film. Quentin Tarantino and Ron Silver make cameo appearances as film directors at a pair of interesting auditions. This stars Theresa Randall, Isaiah Washington, and Spike Lee. Made $4 million or $12 million budget, which made it a box office bomb. But it had mixed to negative reviews. But this was an okay Spike Lee. It was one of my favorites. So Girl 6. Then in 1998, we had 1996, also 1996, we had Get on the Bus, which was a drama film, and this starred Richard Belzer, Andre Brewer, Ozzie Davis, and Charles Dutton, and this made $5 million, $2 million budget. This is the first one directed by Lee in which he does not appear. But yeah, this one was a really good movie, so let's Get on the Bus. And then in 1998, we had He Got Game. This starred Denzel Washington, Ray Allen, and Milla Jovovich, and made $22.4 million or $25 million budget. This was a sports drama film. And yeah, this was a really good Spike Lee movie. Then 1999, we had Summer of Sam. This was a crime thriller about the 1977 David Berkowitz son of Sam serial murder and their effect on a group of fictional residents of African Italian neighborhood in Bronx in the late 1970s. It made $19.3 million, $22 million budget. It starred John Leguizamo, Adrien Brody, Mira Sorvino, Jennifer Esposito, and Anthony LaPadula. And this one this one was a really good movie then. And then in 2000, we had Bamboozled, which is a satirical drama comedy film. It starred Damon Wayans, Savin Glover, Jada Pinkett Smith, Tommy Davidson, and Michael Rapport. It made $2.5 million, $10 million budget, which critical reception was mixed. The film was unsuccessful and actually became a box office bomb. Despite its initial reception, Bamboozled later received a cult film status for its satirical look at stereotypical depiction of black people in both historical and contemporary American film and television productions. And this one's okay. It's not my favorite Spike Lee movie. So yeah, in 2002 we had 25th Hour. This was a drama film. It's based on the 2001 debut novel The 25th Hour by David Benioff, and It made $23.9 million, $5 million budget. This starred Edward Norton, Philip Seymour Hoffman, Barry Perry, Rosario Dawson, Anna Paquin, and Brian Cox. And this one's a really good movie. I actually enjoy this movie. So that's Edward Norton's goodness. It received positive reviews, but several critics have since having named it one of the best films of its decade, praising it for its portrayal of New York City after September 11 attacks. And yeah, so then 2004 we had She Hates Me. This is an independent comedy drama film. This stars Anthony Mackie, Kerry Washington, Ellen Barkin, Monica Bellucci, Jim Brown, James DeBose, Brian Dennehy, Woody Harrelson, Barling, Q-Tip, Daniel Ramirez, and John Turturro. And it made $1.5 million budget, making a box office bomb. It received negative reviews. It's not my favorite Spike Lee movie. Then 2006 we had Inside Man. Now this was a crime thriller. It stars Denzel Washington, Clive Owen, Jodie Foster, Christopher Plummer, William Dafoe, and Chiwetel Ejiofor. And so yeah, so this made around $184.4 million, a $45 million budget, which yeah, it received positive reviews. And yeah, making it the highest grossing film in Lee's filmography. And this one is a really good movie, says Inside Man. Then in 2008 we had MiraQuest. No, we had 2008 we had MiraQuest Saint Anna. And yeah, that was an Italian epic war film directed by Spike Lee. It's based on the 2003 novel of the same name by James McBride. It made $9.3 million, a $45 million budget, making a box office bomb. It received mostly negative reviews and drew criticism in Italy over historical inaccuracies. And it starred Derek Luke, Michael Early, Laz Alonso, Omar Benson Miller, Paul Franco, Favino Valentino Salvi. And this one's it's not my favorite, but it's okay. But and then 2012 we had Red Hook Summer. Now this was stars Clark Peters, Nate Parker, Thomas Jefferson Byrd, Tanya Lizoff, Jules Brown. It made $338,000. It's Lee's sixth film in the Chronicles of Brooklyn series, following She's Gotta Have It, Do the Right Thing, Crooklyn Clockers, and He Got Game. This movie made, I'll say I have mixed reviews, but I haven't seen this movie, so I don't know if then. 2013 we had Old Boy. This was a neo action thriller, and based on Old Boy manga. It's a remake of Park Chan-wook's 2003 South Korean film of the same name. And it stars Josh Brolin, Elizabeth Olsen, and Charlotte Cooley. And made $5.2 million, $30 million budget. Received mixed reviews, with many finding the film inferior to the classic, which, yeah, so it was a box office bomb. And then after that, in 2014, we had The Sweet Blood of Jesus, which was a horror film. And it's a remake of the 1973 film Ganja and Hess, with the original writer Bill Nunn receiving the credit as co-writer, along with it was the first of Lee's film to be funded through Kickstarter. And yeah, so it starred Zara Abrams, Stephen Tyler Williams, Rami Malek, and Elvis Nolasco. And this one's a really good movie. It says Sweet Blood of Jesus. Then after that, we had 2015. We had She-Ra, which is a musical crime comedy film. It focuses on gang violence, and it starred Nick Cannon, Wesley Snipes, Teyonah Parris, Jennifer Hudson, Angela Bassett, John Cusack, and Samuel Jackson. Made 2.7 million, $50 million budget. It was the first film to be produced by Amazon Studios, released in select theaters on December 4, 2015, and on video demand service Amazon Instant Video on December 29. Yeah, this one's a really good movie, so yeah, I'll have positive reviews. Then in 2018, we have BlacKkKlansman. BlacKkKlansman, which was a biographical black comedy film. It's based on 2014 memoir of BlacKkKlansman by Ron Stallworth, and he also marked Harrison Belafonte's last film before his death in April 2023, and this movie was and this was about the African American director in the city's police department. He sets out to infiltrate and expose the local KKK, and this starred John David Washington, Adam Driver, Laura Harrier, and Topher Grace. It made $93.4 million, $50 million budget. The film received acclaim from critics who praised Lee's direction, the performances, particularly Washington, Driver, and timely themes, as well as noting his return to form for Lee. And this one was a really good movie. I actually enjoyed this one. Adam Driver's great in this, and I also liked John David Washington. So yeah, and then finally in 2020, we had Five Bloods. This was a war film. This starred Delroy Lindo, Jonathan Majors, Carl Peters, Norm Lewis, Isaiah Whittock Jr., Melanie Thierry, Paul Walter Hosier, Jasper Pat Conan, Gene Reno, and Chadwick Boseman. And it received acclaim from critics who praised the direction, themes, and performance of Lindo and Boseman, with many considering it among Lee's best works. And yeah, this one was great. Lindo and Boseman got widespread acclaim. And yeah, this one's a really good movie. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. That's Spike Lee. I love Mr. Spike. I don't think he's done bad movie. I think the only one he did was She Hates Me, but I think Lee's probably one of the best ones of this day and age. I like the commentary he adds in this movie. So yes, guys, so much of my videos. My next one. Bye.